Hey, Kevin, I'm sorry, I'll wait till you're finished.
No, go ahead.
In the fourth quarter, were you just figuring out what they had done through the first three, or were you making an active intent to be more aggressive in the fourth quarter and look for your shot more?
I think early on I missed a lot of good looks. I mean, confident, no shots of fall going forward. But yeah, I think every game is different. I never know how teams going to guard me or how they're going to try to take away my actions and my sets. You've seen a lot of when I got the ball out top, guys coming and rushing and double. I wasn't prepared for that. So I got to, figure stuff out as the game goes on and kind of learn on the fly. And I thought the fourth quarter shots went down. I caught it in my spots and was able to knock some shots in. But yeah, I'm always trying to figure out how I'm gonna be aggressive out there.
I mean, it seemed like in the third quarter, you guys had your defense together, and it was creating offense to get that 16-point lead. But when they made the run to close the quarter, what do you feel got away from you there?
Yeah, I think those 2 threes by Fournier, I think really got them going, and we helped too much a little bit on both of those and gave up threes. And I think we were helping a lot in the paint tonight, and they kicked out and made shots, timely threes. I know they didn't make a lot of them, but I felt like they made some timely threes. And, but for the most part, I think we did a solid job defensively of just being there and trying to contest.
Kevin, what did you see from James tonight and how aggressive he was?
Yeah, good start. When you start the game off scoring the basketball, that just opens it up for everybody. And tonight it was one of those nights for him. And then you see in the second half, it was able to get the rest of the team going. So he put together a great game tonight, playing 39 minutes and 11 for 20 efficient. 5 turnovers, but 9 8 assists, trying to make stuff happen. He was great tonight.
Kevin, you played 41 minutes today in the middle here. And guarded Julius a lot. You've been playing more minutes than you've had in a bunch of years. How do you feel? And is this something you think you can kind of keep up throughout the year?
I'm a basketball player. I enjoy to play. Like, I want to play 48 minutes. Like, that's just what it is. And, I know a lot of people are, because I don't even know if they're concerned or not. I just think that's just a conversation to have. Like, I'm playing more minutes and I'm coming off injury and all this other stuff, but I like to play. Like, if I can convince coach to play me the whole second half sometimes or put me in earlier in quarters, I'm going to do it every game. It don't matter, So it's my basketball life is not that long, so I want to get the most out of it.
Do you try to do that sometimes?
Yeah, last game I did when we played Phoenix to play me the whole second half, and he did. And tonight he just threw me in there early in the fourth. I didn't ask him, but I'm sure for the rest of the season, I'm going to try to, sneak some of those, 40-plus minute games in because, shit, I like being out there.
Just that last possession where James Johnson had the 2 icing free throws, just, you had Randall on, you wanted the clock then. Just what were you looking for there?
I wanted a one-on-one situation to go get a bucket, but, I seen D Rose creeping, and if I went into my move, I think he would have just jumped me. So I just tried to be patient and wait for it to open up, and James, came, available and went down the lane. I mean, he had a lot of numbers too. Patty was open in the corner, and LaMarcus was under the rim, and but he was aggressive enough to the rim and was able to knock those free throws down. It's a huge play.
And then just for your 3-point attempts per game, it's the lowest you've had in about 10, like I think 2012-13 season. Just I'm curious what you make of that and why you think that might be.
Yeah, more teams are keying in on 3-point line. The last few years, analytics say that 3-point shots and layups are the shots that you want. So defenses now are catered to stopping the 3-pointer. And so for me, guys are not leaving me to go help in the pick and roll or go help at the rim. They let somebody else deal with that while they kind of face guard me. So I'm not getting a lot of catch and shoot opportunities. But I got 5 threes up tonight, and I feel like I should have made all 5 of them. So that's pretty much in my wheelhouse, 4 to 5 threes, and the rest is I can still put up points without shooting threes.
Your shot wasn't falling early, but the fourth quarter, last 5 minutes, you were connecting pretty well. Did you think they were going to let you shoot on the last shot, or did you expect that double was coming?
Coaches told me to be ready for it, and I seen it at the end of the third, or just a few times I had it out top. They were bringing a couple, they're shadowing or the guy, using the guy to help guard. But it's risky to do that in the fourth. I mean, the last shot of the game, and yeah, I was prepared for it coming out of timeout. My teammates and coaches made sure that we knew that might be an option for him.
On the jumper that you hit before that, where Julius got the technical, could you take us through that play? Just how did that play?
Which one was that?
It was.
Did I cross?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid range and.
Yeah, I mean, Julius is a great contester. I mean, he jumps as high as he can to contest my shots, and so I knew if I could get some movement and some momentum into my move, I'll knock it down. But it's a good play, and I just try to, go back to my fundamentals and knock it down.
Kevin, I know you're a student of the game, and being around you, you talk a lot about what coaches throw at you defensively, and you try to study and anticipate that. What do you expect from a Thibodeau defense? Does he give you different looks all the time? Because you talked about tonight, they throw some double teams at you early, but then looked like at the end of the game, they started sending to you a little bit late.
Yeah, I mean, it's a copycat league. I mean, you watch how other teams play us, and I'm sure you coach the staff and they're watching film on the best ways to get the ball on my hands. And, so you see when we take the ball aside out of bounds, you see a guy sometimes sitting in my lap, then there's another guy behind me sometimes, or a guy digging. So I got to figure out back screens and coming off of pin downs and handoffs and playing off the ball a little bit more. And so Tibbs is just unpredictable, and he'll make an adjustment in the middle of a game, and his team will follow it and execute it. So you got to give him credit.
Is it ever anything you've never seen?
I've pretty much seen it all at this point now. Boxing 2, triangle and 2, boxing 1, zones, picking up full court, face guarding, shadowing me with 2 people. I've seen it all. I mean, I think every great scorer in this league has seen different schemes being thrown at them, especially when you play deep in the playoffs like I have. So, and I'm still figuring out the balance of shooting over some of that stuff and making the correct play. And, it's all a timing thing. So that's the beauty of the game. And that's why I feel like I'm still a student.